huge rain last night. You can see here water everywhere, and I'm sure there's a bunch of water in their home too. So that's why they're so muddy. Chris and I are going to go to Rural King later and get some more fence posts so we can start training them to 2-wire. So look for that video coming up. If that video is out, I'll link it to this short. And eventually the hopes is to put a permanent fence up for the chickens so that we can put probably not wood chips in here, but we could keep on putting weeds and stuff like that that they can eat. Right now the problem is that we can't get wood chips out here for free like a lot of people can. We're just too rural. They don't come out this far. So we don't even have a list like a lot of people can go to their electric company and get put on a list for the utility company. We can't do that. We're just too rural. They won't come out here to do that. Our garden ducks are doing great. Garden's doing okay, considering how neglected it's been this year. Because I've been too busy with this kind of stuff. So our little cuties eating. So cute. They are really little chubbies, eating in there with their mom and breastfeeding at the same time. But they are little chunks. They certainly get enough food. I give them 10 pounds of food each feeding, so 20 pounds a day. And once they're weaned by mom in 4 weeks. They're 4 weeks now. They're 4 more weeks. They will be totally weaned from mom, and she might do that herself, and I won't have to worry about it. But if I have to wean them, then they get in her way. She tosses them. It's kind of cute. One of the things about our homestead is we don't have 2 full-time people working on it, like most homesteads, or like the big homesteads you see. They have 2 people that can work full-time on their homestead to organize it. We don't have that. Chris has a job, and it's been hard because I have to manage the garden and the homestead, all the animals, all the garden. And we have, in Oregon, I worked and managed the homestead, but we had a quarter of an acre, and now we have 130 acres. So it's a lot to manage, and that's why things get out of control around here. One of the things that we were going to do is sell a little bit of our land, and that land deal fell through. And so we were going to have the opportunity to get more animals and fencing up this year, but that fell through. So that's not happening this year. It's something we're still dreaming about, but we're not going to go into financial debt doing that. So you don't put a cow on a credit card. You don't put fencing. Well, you can put fencing on credit, but we're not going to do that. Interest rates are just too high and too stupid to do anything like that, and it's just not smart. It's not a godly principle, and so we're not going to do that. So if things look makeshift, like the shelter that we're going to do for these piglets is going to be made out of stuff we already have. Now Mama's drinking water. Water's on the other side of that. And so the piglets are all eating. So we're gonna have to make another set of troughs like that for the pigs. And oh, she's thinking this is for her. No, that's fresher water. The other water gets really dirty. So she likes the fresher water, can't blame her. So anyways, so we're not gonna make another tractor like that. And the reason why, we like it and it really made it a safe way for us to feel comfortable about moving the pig on pasture. But it took 2 people to move it, and so she wasn't getting moved as much. So what we're gonna do is use a lighter form of tractor for a shelter for the animals now, and make it out of stuff we have, so we're not spending any more money. We do have lumber laying around everywhere, and so it won't look perfect, but it's going to be what it is, and it'll keep them dry. One of the other things is that I can move it from paddock to paddock, and I think Mrs. Pigglesworth is trained well enough, and she stays in the fence well enough, and her kiddos do too, that we're not worried about them getting out. So I think we're going to be able to move them on pasture with a bucket, and just training them and working with that, and not worried about them getting out. If they do get out, if we have a pig that breaks out a lot, that pig will be sold or something like that, because we're not gonna keep a pig that breaks out. We want to raise them on pasture, which is the most healthiest way that you can, and so that is what we're going to do. So, taking a bath in my silage tarp. That's what the so they love it out here in the garden. We have had a lot of rain again, and our tomatoes are cracking like crazy, which invites pests. And you guys were wondering if, I'm sure if the ducks got into stuff. They do. Not very often, but they do get into the lower tomatoes. But it's not bad. It's still manageable, and they're taking care of more bugs than they are ruining the tomatoes for. So, Mrs. Pigglesworth, you want a tomato, baby? Fried green tomatoes, girl. There you go. Yum, yum. So, don't touch the fence, darling. All right, so that's it for today's video. Got a nice big zucchini to bring in the house to shred and maybe make some zoodles out of, or something like that. So we'll see you guys next time here on Hedgehog's Homestead. God bless. Bye.